Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, me Ryan118, and before we get into this match review, just before we start, please can I urge you all to go down to the description below. I'm going to leave a straw poll there. I want as many people as possible to answer this straw poll, so if you are here first time, second time, whatever many times you watch my videos, daily, whatever, please do me a massive favour, go to the description below and there's going to be a question about a podcast that I'm wanting to start with a few of my friends soon on the channel. But what I want to know is if you people want me to do it specifically on Celtic to start with, just a Celtic based podcast of football in general, which will cover the whole of maybe Scotland, including Celtic, down to the Premier League, Champions League, mostly British football. There won't be too much abroad, I don't imagine. We'll obviously touch on things, but that's all I want to know, if you want it to be Celtic in general, or if you want it to be a football in general podcast. What would you prefer to see? Please let me know, as many people as possible, if you can vote in the description below, and I'm hoping to get that first podcast out sometime in the next few days, so any help is appreciated. Anyway, literally just finished about 5 minutes ago. Celtic 1, Rosenborg 0, or should I say Rosenborg 0, Celtic 1, as we get a very rare, not gonna lie, it is very rare to see us win away from home in difficult situations in Europe, but we've done it, an away win against the Norwegian champions Rosenborg, 1-0. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, as I said in my preview, I said in my review of the match last week, I said, look, the performance is not going to bother me too much as long as we get the win. And we got the win. That's what matters. And first, like, there's two different sides to the performance. The first half and the second half performance completely different, as we took on two completely different styles of play. In the first half, we had to go up against 10 men behind the ball, basically. And the second half, Rosenborg really went for the game. Overall, though, not massively impressed from the performance, but at the same time, I'm not annoyed. I think we've done what we had to do. What mattered was we went out there and we got the win. And that's what we've done. We went over there and in difficult situations and against a team who were really trying to pile pressure on us and could have easily knocked us out. We have managed to get ourselves a place in the playoff round and guaranteeing ourselves European football for this season, which is important to the club in so many different aspects. It comes down to money, it comes down to just the fans in general, everything. It's so important we guarantee European football, and we've guaranteed it now. It's just getting past that next stage. When it comes to the match in general, I would say it's really not the best performance. Let's be honest with ourselves. It wasn't the best, but I think it's one of these matches no one's going to really care. And to myself, I'm not too bothered as well, because we're through, and at the end of the day, that's what mattered, and we got a win. I mean, if you win a game, the performance, do you really have to dwell on it enough? Do you really need to dwell on it and complain no matter if you played really well or really shit? Nah, not really. We're through. That's what matters. First half, I thought the performance was really strong. Obviously, we didn't get a goal, and we never created a lot of actual goal-scoring opportunities. We got forward a lot, but there was just no end product once again. It was the same situation as last week. This week we changed it up. Instead of Rogic up front, we had Forrest. But it was the same sort of situation. We're creating a lot of balls down the wings, so creating a lot of chances down the wings to get balls in and create chances from the wings, but there was just no end product there once again. It was the same sort of situation, and it was getting frustrating. I thought in the first half, it was a solid team performance. The only really shining light for me was Kieran Tierney. I thought everything was happening through him. A lot of the stuff was happening. He was getting forward a lot, forward back, as he usually does. And he had a really good game. But we were definitely stronger in the first half than the second, I would say. Well, for at least the first 20 minutes, first 25 minutes of the second half. I thought we were better in the first, solidly as a team. We didn't show any nervousness, we didn't show any lapse of concentration. I thought we were doing well defensively, we were holding the ball, and we weren't making a lot of mistakes. But we got into the second half, and things started getting a little bit sloppy, and especially up until we scored the goal, it was really questionable. And it was quite worrying, because it did look as though Rosenborg were pushing to get themselves in the lead, and they easily could have. They were getting a lot of shots off, they were creating a lot of space, and it just took us a while to get into our rhythm, to be honest. It just took quite a while, and it really did. They needed the goal to settle us down, and that's what happened. Forrest, hats off to him, got the goal. We'll come on to Forrest in a minute, but until we got his goal, we never really settled into the second half, and it was quite nervous, and you could see it in the team. It wasn't the most reassuring of starts to the second half, and Rosenborg, unluckily didn't get themselves a better chance on goal. There was nothing really that troubled Craig Gordon. Most of their shots were going wide, or it was just simple for Gordon to get to. So we were quite lucky in that sense, not going to lie. Forrest, let's talk about him. Now, I'm just going to be honest, I don't even think he had a great game today. Hats off to me, proved the doubters wrong, and you might love him because he got the goal, but one goal for me didn't really change my opinion of him in the game. Up until then, I thought he had one or two moments here or there where he did do well, but overall, I still don't think he had the greatest of performances. I don't know why. I don't know if that's just me being me. A lot of you might be saying he had a great game, but just personally, I don't think he was great. And even after that, 5 minutes after scoring, he's through one-on-one where anyone, no matter what position they are going for, and as an attacker, should be burying it. And he absolutely guffed it. Don't know what happened. He gubbed it, sorry. Don't know what he done. He just took far too long, and he done it a lot, and it just annoyed me. It gets to me. It's just so annoying to me. He just takes so long in a lot of things. If it's passing, just doing anything, he just takes too much time. And I'm not out to attack James Forrest in any sense of the way. It's just wee things annoy me. I'm not saying he had a shite game, but I don't think to any extent he had a good/great game. I think he was right in the middle of being average. I think because he scored that goal, I don't think it really deserved to say that he had an amazing game or anything like that, because I feel like that's what's going to be said when I think he had just a pretty much average game. Granted, hats off to him, he got the goal, and at the end of the day, he was the one who I think settled the team down, which is good, because we needed that. So hats off to him for doing that, but overall, an average performance I'd say from Forrest. I wouldn't say he was dreadful, nowhere near as bad as he was last week, and I wouldn't say he was great either, so just kind of in the middle. As for the rest of the team, I thought Armstrong was gone. Brown was shaky at points. I thought defensively, Neil Baton came on and he did what he had to do. He's playing out of position, so hats off to him. I'm still questioning why Christopher Ayer wasn't on the bench. I think that was a stupid decision. Don't know why he was left out the squad. I suppose Sviatchenko came in and took his place, and my heart bleeds for Sviatchenko once again going down with injury. Hopefully not long. Hopefully it's just a little strain. It'll keep him out for a couple of days. Because I love the guy, and I hope it's not bad. But I did think it was stupid not to have Ayer on the bench, and I was questioning that when Baton came on. I was thinking, why do we leave him out the squad? Didn't make much sense to me. But anyway, what's done's done. We've done what we had to do. We went over there and we've got the result, and at the end of the day, that's what matters. And now we're only one step away from getting ourselves back into the group stage where Celtic belong and where we need to be for this coming season. It's where we deserve to be, and it's where we should be considering the progress we have made as a team under Brendan Rodgers. Overall today, the performance, average performance, wasn't great, wasn't poor, I would say. I think it was really average. The main takeaways were that we're through. That's it, and I'm not going to complain. I'm just happy we're through. Smile on my face. Happy we're through. That's what matters at the end of the day. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about today's performance. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, as that would be greatly appreciated. And I love you all for doing that. Also, I just remind you, if you start the video, please head down to the description and head on to that straw poll. It will be a massive help, and it really helps me get an idea of what you guys want to see on the channel. So please make sure you head down and fill out that poll for me. So until next time, guys, from me, rightful, I'll see you all later.